Initially, there was necrophilia.
Excuse me? What's up, horror fam? Steven aka Bojangles here, and I'm fixing to edumacate you on 10 things you didn't know about Wrong Turn. So get your hiking packs and come closer, my friends. I have something scary to show you. Wrong Turn follows this dude who, well, takes a wrong turn. And everyone here knows exactly what happens in horror movies when you take a wrong turn. So, let's get right into the meat of it all. Number 1, wrong place. Alright, damn it, let's get something straight right off the freaking bat here. Wrong Turn was not filmed in West by God, Virginia. You see this shit? As a proud West Virginian myself, I thought this was something we should clear up right away. The movie was actually filmed in Canada. Anyone that lives here can easily spot the fakery. You see these flat-ass Taylor Swift woods? Huh, this is what our woods actually look like. That's right, Mountain State represent. You see these straight, nicely paved roads? Huh, this is what our roads actually look like. What's this hocus pocus? A street light? Another dead giveaway. I couldn't take you to a damn street light if my life depended on it. Well, one provided by the state anyways. Heck, even their dirt roads are nicer than ours. God damn. Number 2, no Dush. At first, Dushku didn't even want to do the film because, well, she wasn't exactly stoked on her last horror film, Soul Survivors. Director Rob Schmidt, producer Stan Winston, and actor Desmond Harrington all tried talking her into it. And it eventually worked.
I had just come from lunch with Mr. Rob Schmidt. The lovely Desmond Harrington came to this Stan Winston pitch as well. And so between the three of them, I was sold.
Number 3, giving the finger. Dushku was stoked to be able to give Three Finger the old axe at the end. But she found out that at some point the ending had been changed, and Harrington would be the one to deliver the final blow. But Dushku was all like, "F*** you!" So, she marched right up to Schmidt and producers and told them that she didn't agree with their decision. Here's what she had to say on the situation.
She's watched all of her friends be brutally murdered one by one, and at the last minute they want to change that kill shot moment and give it to the guy? I'm like, those weren't even his friends, you know? I was like, I have to have that kill shot moment. And I fought for it. And I remember calling my mom from the set and going, I don't want to be a diva, but this is really important to me. It feels in my gut like I have to be the one that drills the axe into this dude's skull.
Could you imagine how that phone call went? Hey babe, yeah, I love you too. And you know, I really don't want to sound like a diva right now, but I really want to bury an axe in this motherfucker's skull! It did work out for her though. She did get to bury that axe. Granted, it was in the dude's chest, but I'll allow it. Number 4, Francine, are you okay? If you're like everyone else on the planet, you probably assumed Francine is dead right here. But you'd be wrong. If you look closely, you can see her neck moving. The director himself confirmed she's still alive.
She's not actually killed until she gets to the table and you hear the big chops.
So, my question is, why isn't she trying to do something? She sees her friends right here, wouldn't she try to rally them? If she's still alive, why aren't her friends trying to help her? They're more worried about avoiding her bleeding out on them. What a bunch of douche coos. Number 5, lost in translation. Let's look at what wrong turn is called in other countries.
Shall we?
In Spain, wrong turn is called Kilometer 666, Detour to Hell. In Brazil, it's Panic at the Disco. Oh wait, Panic in the Forest. In Czech, it's The Smell of Blood. In Italy, it's The Forest is Hungry. In Taiwan, it's called Ghost in the Road. Number 6, white turn. Not only was Dushku not Schmidt's first choice for the female lead, he wanted someone of a different ethnicity to fill the role.
I was lobbying for a non-white lead.
He went to war for it, but ultimately...
It was a hard fight that I lost, you know?
So what was the studio's reasoning?
And one of the things they said was that you can't sell, this is 20 years ago-ish, I guess, but that you have to have, American films have to have a white lead for overseas sales.
Number 7, no kissing. Let's admit it. We were all waiting for that moment when Chris and Jesse
got it on. Woo-wee!
No, they didn't.
No, they didn't.
Yeah, they totally didn't. But this isn't how horror movies usually go.
But you can imagine what it'd be like if they did, right? Huh?
If you watch one of the deleted scenes, though, you'll see that Chris and Jesse do make out. So why was it cut?
Well, Stan did that, actually.
What the hell, Stan?
He thought that people who are on the run for their lives will not stop to kiss, you know?
Schmidt believes it should have ended up in the film, but it didn't happen.
Stan argued successfully that that shouldn't happen and they should just be on the run.
Number 8, under the bed. Even though Dushku and Harrington never got in bed together, they did end up getting under the bed together. And they hated it.
We were under this bed, and it was cold and dirty and smelly.
Schmidt tried to be a good little director and get under the bed himself, just to prove to his actors that, hey, it's not that bad.
I did it for a second, and when I got out, I was like, oh my fucking God.
Number 9, care for a little necrophilia.
Initially, there was necrophilia.
Excuse me?
There was necrophilia.
Oh, okay, cool. There for a minute I thought he said something really crazy. But why was it cut?
Because they were having trouble getting people to agree to play the mountain men. No actor wanted to be known as the guy who, raped the corpse and
Damn, I guess Francine was a real dead Nope, not gonna say it. Not even going there. Not today, Satan!
Care for a little necrophilia?
Number 10, break a leg. There were so many injuries on the set of Wrong Turn, it would make Rob Zombie look like... Well, Rob Zombie still, but there were a lot.
We had dislocated shoulders and broken ankles and
Poison ivy.
poison ivy.
And if you didn't catch that reference, then you need to watch my 10 things you didn't know about any Rob Zombie movie. Let's start with Harrington's broken ankle, which happened around this scene.
Worst. My ankle was like busted up and I had a limp because I get shot in the other leg. So I had a limp on my in real life, my bad ankle.
Actress Emmanuelle Shrieky dislocated her shoulder in this scene.
Emmanuelle dislocated her shoulder here, and it made a crazy, loud, cracking pop. You can actually see it if you go frame by frame. You'll see where her arm overextends, which is actually the bone being separated from the socket.
And here's where Dushku accidentally set Three Finger, played by Julian Richings, on fire.
This is where I set Julian on fire by accident, you guys. Julian, I'm so sorry.
Dushku is really bringing the heat. Wow, I guess you could say this movie is a real barn burner. Ha! I guess you could say things are really starting to heat up. This movie is going to new Fahrenheit